Welcome back to my channel Celebuzz. Please share and subscribe and press the bell icon for new updates. The Naomi Judd mystery finally got solved and it isn't good. Naomi Judd was born Diana Ellen Judd on January 11, 1946 in Ashland, Kentucky. She was a really big name in country music and her impact went way beyond her own amazing career. She was the mom in one of country music's most loved duos, the Judds. Naomi's life was a powerful mix of musical talent, being tough, and loving her family. From poor beginnings to becoming a Grammy Award-winning artist many times over, her story was as amazing as the songs she helped make come to life. Growing up in a small town, Naomi's early life was shaped by the old traditions of mountain music and storytelling. These roots filled her songwriting and shows with a deep sense of being real and touching emotions that would later wow audiences all over the world. Even though she faced hard times, including fights with sadness and health problems, Naomi's will to build a better life for herself and her family never gave up. In the late 1970s, Naomi's life changed big time when she teamed up with her daughter Wynonna Judd to start the Judds. Their singing together quickly hit home with country music fans, mixing old country sounds with new themes that really connected deeply. The duo put out a bunch of hit albums and singles throughout the 1980s and early 1990s, winning many Grammy Awards and CMA honors. Songs like Mama He's Crazy, Love Can Build a Bridge, and Grandpa, Tell Me About the Good Old Days, became songs that never get old, not only for their catchy tunes, but also for their touching storytelling. The Judds, the famous mother-daughter country music duo made up of Naomi Judd and her daughter Wynonna, had a sudden and sad breakup soon after. Naomi found out she had hepatitis C in 1991. This diagnosis was a huge turning point, not only in Naomi's life, but also in the path of their growing musical career. Hepatitis C, a long-lasting liver disease caused by the hepatitis C virus, was not well known by regular people at that time, and Naomi's diagnosis brought a new and serious reality to their personal and work lives. Dealing with the challenges of taking care of her health, Naomi made the hard choice to stop performing with Wynonna, really bringing an end to the Judds' active career together. Even though there was sadness around their split, their goodbye concert turned into a huge event, becoming the most successful musical event in cable pay-per-view history up to that point. This concert showed their huge popularity and loyal fan base, showing the big impact they had made on the country music scene. Wanting to turn her personal health struggle into a way for helping others, Naomi Judd used her experience with hepatitis C for activism and teaching. In 1991, she started the Naomi Judd Education and Research Fund, a special program aimed at making people more aware about hepatitis C. Through this fund, Naomi tried to teach people about the disease, its symptoms, prevention, and how important early diagnosis and treatment are. Naomi's honesty about her illness and her commitment to speaking up helped remove shame around hepatitis C and brought important attention to a condition that was often ignored or misunderstood. Her job as a spokesperson for the American Liver Foundation made her efforts even bigger, using her public image and platform to spread awareness, encourage liver health, and support research. Her dedication to this cause was widely noticed, and in 1993 Naomi Judd was honored with the special Golden Plate Award from the American Academy of Achievement, recognizing her inspiring achievements, both as an artist and someone who speaks up for health education. In an amazing example of medical progress and personal toughness, Naomi got completely cured of hepatitis C in 1998, after getting treatment with interferon alpha, a groundbreaking therapy at the time. This cure was really important because it showed that long-lasting hepatitis C could be successfully treated, giving hope to millions suffering from the disease worldwide. This victory over her illness marked a new chapter in Naomi's life, bringing back her health and energy and letting her get back into her music career and public life. Building on this new strength, the Judds got back together for a spectacular New Year's Eve concert in 1999 at the America West Arena in Phoenix, Arizona. This reunion concert was an emotionally powerful event that stood for not only their personal making, peace with Naomi's health struggles, but also a celebration of their lasting bond and musical legacy. Wynonna took on the job of Master of Ceremonies, making their close partnership even more obvious. After this successful reunion, the Judds went on the Power to Change tour throughout 2000, exciting audiences across the country with their special harmonies and heartfelt performances. The energy and excitement from their fans were easy to feel, proving that the duo's appeal had not gotten weaker despite their years apart. The Phoenix reunion concert was saved forever in the live album, The Judds Reunion Live, letting fans relive the magic of their comeback performance. Their successful return to the stage was proved even more when they were nominated for the Academy of country music's top vocal duo of the year in 2001, showing industry recognition of their lasting influence. Moving beyond music, Naomi Judd expanded her career into television and writing. From 2003 to 2004, she took on the job of a judge on the popular talent show Star Search, hosted by Arsenio Hall. This job let her share her industry knowledge and help guide aspiring artists, helping in the development of new talent. In 2005, Naomi started her own Sunday morning talk show, Naomi's New Morning, on the Hallmark Channel. The show ran for 2 seasons and gave a platform for Naomi to connect with a wide audience on topics ranging from lifestyle and wellness to inspiration and personal growth. Along with her television work, Naomi became a productive author, writing several self-help books aimed at helping readers to embrace aging and life's changes gracefully. One notable work, Naomi's Guide to Aging Gratefully, Facts, Myths, and Good News for Boomers, 2007, offered wisdom and practical advice to the baby boomer generation, combining Naomi's personal insights with health and lifestyle tips. Naomi Judd's start in acting began earlier, with her first screen appearance in the 1979 comedy film More American Graffiti. Over the years, she made her presence bigger in the entertainment industry, not only as an actress, but also as an executive producer. In 1995, she took on the job of executive producer for the made-for-television film Naomi and Wynonna, Love Can Build a Bridge, which was based on her own book. This project let her tell the story of the Judds' journey and struggles, bringing their inspiring story to a wider audience. Naomi also guest starred in several popular television series including Sisters, The Client, Third Rock from the Sun, and Touched by an Angel, showing her ability to do different things as an actress. In 1993, she starred opposite country music icon Kenny Rogers in the made-for-television western Rio Diablo, taking on a leading role that emphasized her dramatic skills. Naomi continued to act through the late 1990s and early 2000s, starring as Lily Wade in the 1999 holiday-themed television film A Holiday Romance, and appearing in the drama film Family Tree the same year. She even made a small appearance in the 2001 romantic comedy Someone Like You, which starred her daughter Ashley Judd, creating a special family connection on screen. Continuing her acting career into the new millennium, Naomi starred alongside Laura Prepon in the 2011 Lifetime television movie The Killing Game, diving into suspenseful drama. She also appeared in several Hallmark Channel films, including Nearly Weds and Window Wonderland, both released in 2013. These projects let Naomi keep her presence in family-friendly and heartwarming stories that connected with audiences. In 2014, she took on the role of Honey in the Netflix holiday film An Evergreen Christmas, making even stronger her status as a beloved figure in holiday-themed entertainment. More recently, in 2021, Naomi starred in the Lifetime adaptation of V.C. Andrews' novel, Ruby, playing the grandmother of the title character. This role highlighted her continued importance and ability to adapt as an actress, capable of taking on complex characters in modern adaptations. Naomi Judd's personal life was marked by deep connections, family devotion, and relationships that played a big role in shaping the course of her life and career. She married Michael Simonella in 1964, a pivotal moment in her early adulthood. Michael, a marketing analyst, was Naomi's first husband and the man with whom she started a family. Their marriage marked the beginning of a new chapter for Naomi, who was then dealing with life as a young woman with dreams yet to be fulfilled. That same year, Naomi gave birth to her first daughter, Christina Claire Simonella, who would later be known to the world as Wynonna Judd. Wynonna's last name was legally changed after Naomi's separation from Michael, but the mother-daughter bond would only grow stronger as the years went by. Naomi and Michael's marriage lasted until 1972 when they divorced after 8 years together. During this time, Naomi, still in her 20s, found herself raising 2 young daughters, mostly on her own, often struggling with money and emotionally. This period of her life deeply influenced her later speaking up for mental health and women's empowerment. Naomi's 2 daughters each went on to become famous in their own right, becoming influential public figures but in very different fields. Wynonna, born in 1964, got her mother's musical talent and passion for performance. Together, Naomi and Wynonna formed the iconic country music duo known as the Judds, which would go on to become one of the most successful and beloved acts in country music history. With Naomi as the wise guiding motherly figure and Wynonna as the dynamic soulful voice, the pair captured audiences across America and beyond. Their music, known for its blend of traditional country, bluegrass, and gospel influences, told heartfelt stories that connected deeply with fans. Over the course of their career, the Judds released multiple chart-topping albums, earned numerous awards including Grammy Awards and Country Music Association honors, and became a symbol of resilience, family unity, and the power of shared dreams. Naomi often spoke about the deep connection she felt, performing alongside Wynonna, emphasizing how their onstage partnership mirrored the strength of their offstage bond. Naomi's younger daughter, Ashley Judd, born in 1968, took a different path, choosing a career in the performing arts as an actress. While she did not pursue music like her mother and sister, Ashley carved out an impressive career in Hollywood that lasted over 3 decades. She became known for her beauty, intelligence, and compelling screen presence, starring in a wide range of films, including Ruby in Paradise, Kiss the Girls, Double Jeopardy, and Divine Secrets of the Yaya Sisterhood. In addition to her acting accomplishments, Ashley became a prominent advocate for social justice, women's rights, and global humanitarian issues, working with organizations such as the United Nations Population Fund. Despite the different paths taken by Wynonna and Ashley, Naomi remained a fiercely supportive and loving mother, taking pride in both daughters' achievements. Her relationships with her children, while sometimes marked by challenges and public scrutiny, were central to her life and identity. Years after the end of her first marriage, Naomi Judd found love again. On May 6, 1989, she married Larry Strickland, a fellow musician with deep roots in Southern gospel music. Strickland, originally from North Carolina, was best known as a member of the legendary gospel group, the Palmetto State Quartet. His rich, deep voice and devotion to music went well with Naomi's own artistic feelings. Their marriage marked a period of stability and companionship in Naomi's life, offering her emotional support during the highs and lows of fame, health battles, and personal challenges. Larry also performed with other prominent gospel acts, including J.D. Sumner and the Stamps Quartet, a group that famously backed Elvis Presley during the latter part of his career. Larry's dedication to faith, music, and family lined up closely with Naomi's values, making their marriage one of mutual respect and lasting affection. The couple remained married for over 3 decades, and Larry stood by Naomi through her struggles with mental illness, particularly in her later years. His presence in her life was often described as grounding and nurturing, reflecting a deep and abiding love that lasted until Naomi's tragic passing in 2022. The tragic passing of Naomi Judd on April 30, 2022, left fans, friends, and family in shock, and for months, the circumstances surrounding her death remained covered in uncertainty, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. Naomi, one half of the legendary mother-daughter country duo, the Judds, was more than just a music icon. She was a symbol of strength, resilience, and triumph over adversity. But behind the bright lights and beautiful harmonies lay a lifetime of personal struggles that were far more complicated and painful than most fans ever knew. When news first broke that Naomi had died by suicide, it sent a wave of disbelief throughout the entertainment world. How could someone so vibrant, so beloved, and seemingly on the brink of a major career celebration, including an induction into the Country Music Hall of Fame the very next day, choose to end her life? The lack of immediate details only made worse speculation and sorrow. At first, the family kept the specifics quiet, understandably hoping to grieve privately. But as time passed, the demand for answers only grew stronger, and eventually the heartbreaking truth came out. Naomi Judd had long battled severe treatment-resistant depression, a fact she herself had revealed in interviews and her memoir. She had spoken openly about her mental illness, including crippling anxiety, panic attacks, and a deep, never-ending sadness that clouded her thoughts and days. However, what many didn't realize was just how severe her condition had become in her final years. Despite therapy, medication, and the unwavering support of her daughters, Wynonna and Ashley, Naomi's mental health continued to get worse. The real mystery, why she would choose to end her life on the eve of such an enormous professional achievement, was finally cleared up when her family shared more details from her final days. According to Ashley Judd, who found her mother that tragic day, Naomi had been struggling with terrifying delusions, intrusive thoughts, and overwhelming hopelessness. She had reached a point where the pain of continuing to live felt unbearable. The medical examiner's report released later confirmed that Naomi died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and noted the presence of medications used to treat bipolar disorder and PTSD in her system, indicating the intensity of her internal fight. Perhaps the most devastating revelation was the level of secrecy and torment Naomi had been living with. According to her daughters, she had become increasingly isolated, paranoid, and convinced that she was a burden, even as the world was about to honor her remarkable contributions to music. The timing of her death wasn't coincidental, but rather a tragic expression of despair at a moment when she felt most unworthy of recognition. Naomi's suicide note, which was later acknowledged by the family, reportedly expressed anguish, guilt, and a desire for peace. Heartbreaking evidence of a mind at war with itself. In the aftermath of these revelations, many were left wondering how such a public, seemingly joyous life could be touched by such profound darkness. The Judd family's decision to open up about Naomi's mental health was not taken lightly. By doing so, they hoped to remove shame around the conversation around depression and suicide, especially among older adults, a group often overlooked in mental health discussions. Ashley and Wynonna have continued to speak out, turning their grief into a mission to educate and support others facing similar battles. Still, the mystery of Naomi Judd's death remains deeply tragic, not because it's unsolved, but because it has been solved. The truth is painful. It reveals a gifted artist undone by a disease that remains misunderstood and stigmatized. Even in today's world, Naomi's life was filled with beauty, talent, and triumph, but also with deep wounds that never fully healed. The reality behind her passing isn't good. It's a sobering, gut-wrenching reminder that success and love sometimes aren't enough to quiet the demons within. Her story has become a rallying cry for increased awareness of mental illness, especially in the aging population. It's a call to treat emotional pain with the same urgency and compassion as physical illness. And perhaps most importantly, it's a plea for empathy, for listening, for understanding, and for remembering that even those who shine the brightest on stage may be struggling in silence. When the lights go out,